Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews,
Follow the leader.
stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs.
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as Mental Illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains, short edition. 5 minutes or less, stick around to the end. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how narcissistic people, toxic people, do not want to be your friends after they discard you or you break up with them. Stay tuned, like and subscribe for more. Narcissists and toxic people don't really want to be your friends after you break up. They just want access to you. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I actually have narcissistic personality disorder. If you break up with that narcissist or they break up with you or however the relationship ends and they ask you, can we still remain friends? They're not asking to be buddy-buddy where y'all can share, like each other's pictures and go hang out and things like that. They're asking to still continuously have access to you. Because if they have access to you, they can kind of control who comes in and out of your life. They can pass judgment on your new boyfriend or new girlfriend or new person in your life. They can pass judgment on your friends and family and things like that. And post-separation abuse is a real thing. They can still abuse you while not being together. Typically, you see this in divorce court and co-parenting, things like that. I just want to be in your life in some way, shape, or form means that they just want some type of access to you to be able to keep you and keep an eye on you or to keep control of you some way, shape, or form. Cut off the access if possible. Don't be their friends. Stay safe, and I hope this. So, welcome back. Yes, it is absolutely true, y'all. Narcissistic people, toxic people, narcissists or whatnot, once y'all break up, they do not really want to be your friends. If they ever ask you, can we remain friends? Hey, I want to be in your life some way, shape, or form. What they're asking you for is control. They want to have access to you at any means.
Hey, even Andy over there looking like, what in the world? It's real. Listen. So you just think just because mental illness and mental well-being and mental health and all of that stuff is a buzzword now, that this wasn't happening before the internet and all that. Listen, we live in a toxic world. So yes, mental illness has been pervasive. And now that the stigma, because you remember back in the day, we'd be like, you retarded. Something wrong with you, boy. We would say that. Oh, that boy retarded. That boy is slow. We would say these types of terms. Now they're politically incorrect. I'm using this for research purposes. But I'm just saying, now it's mental, neurodivergent. Right? So now that, there's a new inclusivity of this kind of conversation. But most people have never approached their intimate relationships from this mindset. But now that we're starting to break down attachment styles, and now that it's popular all over the internet, attachment styles are flawed. Don't ever get it twisted. Anything born out of Western science is flawed. Why? Because it's linear. Okay? Quantum mechanics is nonlinear, by the way. When I say it's linear, I'm saying it is beholden to this rule that everything has to be replicable. the scientific method. You have to be able to prove something. And there's certain levels of spirituality that cannot be proven at this level, at the human level of consciousness. But everybody's talking about attachment styles now. But it's about to be obsolete, like the chip, you know. It's really about to be obsolete because there are flaws in it and most people don't know about it. But let's get into this tonight, you know. Many people are unaware of their attachment style, and they don't know that their attachment style has demands. So is it really about time lost when a relationship, you know, has ended, or is it about the lost opportunity for that particular insecure attachment style to get its supply? True or false, insecure attachments make people more vulnerable to feeling like victims of time. Does an insecure attachment style inherently lead to viewing time spent in relationships as wasted if the relationship fails? How does attachment distort the value we place on time in relationships? Does the intensity of insecure attachment lead us to overvalue or undervalue the time spent in a relationship? And how does this impact post-breakup recovery? Oh my goodness. How does the perception of wasted time trigger attachment-related guilt? How does insecure attachment styles weaponize time in relationships? Do partners with insecure attachment styles subconsciously manipulate time through delays, procrastination, stonewalling, or dragging out relationships to maintain a sense of control or emotional leverage? These are heavy questions, right? Weaponized time. I'm going to hold on to you until I find the one that I need to get comfortable with in order to commit to. Have you ever been in a situation where a person held on to you until they found the one that they wanted to get to know, but still held on to you until they got comfortable with that person, comfortable enough to let you go? 1-800-920-1580. Can regret over wasted time deepen attachment trauma? These are some heavy duty questions. Time as a tool for transformation. The spiritual dimension of time is key to understanding how we can transcend feelings of loss and regret. According to Dr. David R. Hawkins, in his work on consciousness, it posits that attachment to the past is a form of low vibrational energy rooted in fear and shame. Stop right there. I told y'all, loyalty and trust is rooted in fear. Nah, brother, nah. See, loyalty, that mean the world to me, you know what I'm saying? You got to show that you know. If I have to show you I'm loyal to you, that is your wound talking. That's not even you talking. Your wound needs loyalty. Your wound needs an external source of supply. Somebody got to bend the knee and continuously conveyor belt feed that damn wound. That's how people get comfortable. Don't you know feeding a wound what it wants can regulate your central nervous system? Let's not play games. When you're getting what you want, you calm down. You relax. You're like, oh, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. But soon as there is a disruption in the conveyor belt, you rubber band, stretch, bounce all the way back to where you was. And if there is the fear of loss of that person, bounce back to where you were. Fear and all of this stuff jumps right back in. Yeah, you can satiate your wound for a time as long as there's no interruption in the supply. The spiritual dimension of time is key to understanding how we transcend feelings of loss and regret, according to Dr. David R. Hawkins, who posits, or in his work on consciousness, posits that attachment to the past is a form of low vibrational energy rooted in fear and shame. Similarly, Eckhart Tolle's concept on the power of now encourages individuals to move beyond attachment to time altogether, embracing the present moment as the only reality. In this light, the time spent in failed relationships need not be viewed as wasted, but as a necessary part of the process of growth and self-realization. It didn't say us realization. It said self-realization. Any relationship that doesn't erase the boundary between you and God is a fraud. Somebody meme it. I need to see that on Instagram. Any intimate relationship that doesn't erase the boundary between you and God is a fraud. If you in a damn relationship coddling, cuddling, and spoiling your damn unhealed wounds, you the problem. You are the problem. You are preventing your maturation. And unfortunately, it ain't gonna feel good. Spiritual up-leveling doesn't always feel good. Sometimes the spiritual up-leveling of a person, right? The spiritual ascension of a person, sometimes it hurts, pardon the phrase, like hell. Well, what's the sun today? If it rained every... I know y'all don't want to hear it put that way, but I have to. I have to. You know, embracing the past moment as the only reality. In this light, the time spent in failed relationship need not be viewed as wasted, but as a necessary part of the process of growth and self-realization, self-actualization, self-knowledge. Krishnamurti said self-knowledge is never ending. You're always up-leveling in the spirit. You know why it's never ending? Because if I can erase the boundary and you can erase the boundary between you and God, then you tap into the infinite. So there is infinite knowledge to be gained from the higher self, not the egoic self that needs to be coddled by validation, coddled by attention, coddled by what it didn't get in childhood. Now, it is important for you to get what you didn't get in childhood, but it's also important for you to get over it. Uh-oh. Somebody meme it. It's important for you to get what you didn't get in childhood, but it is equally important to get over it. Do you? 1-800-920-1580. Get on your phone lines. I want to talk to y'all from a metaphysical perspective. Thomas Campbell's My Big Toe, Theory of Everything, suggests that time and attachment are both illusions within the larger framework of consciousness. In this view, relationships are part of a larger process of learning and evolving, with time merely serving as a backdrop for experiences. The perceived loss of time or attachment is ultimately inconsequential when viewed from a higher perspective of spiritual evolution. The true challenge lies in letting go of attachment to time-bound experiences and embracing the lessons learned. Now watch what I'm going to say about what Tom just said. Thomas Campbell. Forget the person you experienced, the most valuable experience you had in relationship, especially if it didn't work. If it didn't work out, forget them utterly. The only thing you should be focused on is the lesson learned. Forget them utterly. Wipe their memory, their face, their scent, their vibe. Wipe it out of your memory. It doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that mattered is what you learned about yourself. So many of us think we've moved on when we're trying to prove a point to the past. Somebody go meme it. Many people think they've moved on when they're still trying to prove a point to the past. Do you see? Let me show my past that I'm doing better. Let me show my past that I'm living my best life. Let me up-level myself so that they can... Do you see what I'm saying? See, they don't matter. If it didn't work, they don't matter. The only thing that matters is what you learned about you. Now, if you didn't learn a damn thing about yourself and you go into the next relationship as you were, as an as-is vehicle, that relationship is going to give you exactly what you got in the last situation. Do you understand? The metaphysical perspective. Thomas Campbell, man. It's part of a time and attachment are both illusions within a greater framework of consciousness. Right? You know how hard it is to be authentic with an unconscious attachment style, calling all the shots from behind your damn mask? Do you know how hard it is to be real? You can't be real. You can be a performer, but you can't be real. When I come forward, I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to have this talk.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Tabitha Smiley's new book, The Covenant with Black America, 20 years later, is now on sale everywhere. This classic text shot to #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list almost 2 decades ago. If you have the original book, you will surely want to get this 20th anniversary edition with powerful new contributions from today's leading voices. This 20th anniversary edition presents a compelling blend of historical insights and contemporary urgency in this critical and unprecedented election year. Get your copy of The Covenant with Black America 20 years later today. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Single Moms Planet is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting under-resourced single mom business owners and working mothers nationwide. Single Moms Planet offers comprehensive programs of financial literacy, business development, mentorship, and entrepreneurial training. They provide education, accountability, and hope. Single Moms Planet was founded by model, TV personality, and producer Nefertari Plessy. Nefertari felt firsthand the challenges that face single moms as she was raised by a working single mother. She learned that the most disadvantaged group in the United States are single mom families. According to the U.S. Census, 30% live under the poverty line. So she decided to do something about it, along with co-founder Cole Patterson. Their goal is to end the poverty cycle in single mother households through education, opportunity, and networking, providing family and child enrichment programs for under-resourced single-parent families. Single Moms Planet serves over 10,000 single moms and their children each year. Studies show that business development and financial literacy provide a positive environment for children and families, exposing them to new possibilities and opportunities. To attend one of their fun events, make a donation, or get more information, or if you need help as a single mom, please visit singlemomsplanet.org. That's singlemomsplanet.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Okay, this a hit right here. Okay, all right.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah. I think it's special what's behind your back. Yeah. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. Yeah. Take him to the bridge. Dirty babe. You see these shackles, baby, I'm your slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. It's just that no one makes me feel this way. Take him to the chorus. Come here, girl.
So we're going to get started from her legendary book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And then we'll do some affirmations from Your Word is Your Wand about love. All right, let's hop in. Real love is selfless and free from fear. It pours itself out upon the object of its affection without demanding any return. Its joy is in the joy of giving. Love is God in manifestation and the strongest magnetic force in the universe. Pure, unselfish love draws to itself its own. It does not need to or seek demand. Scarcely anyone has the faintest concept of real love. Man is selfish, tyrannical, and fearful in his affections, thereby losing the thing he loves. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love, for the imagination runs riot, seeing the loved one attracted to another, and invariably these fears objectify if they are not neutralized. For example, a woman came to me in deep distress. The man she loved had left her for another woman and said he never intended to marry her. She was torn with jealousy and resentment and said she hoped he would suffer as he had made her suffer. And added, "How could he leave me when I loved him so much?" I replied, "You are not loving that man, you are hating him," and added, "You can never receive what you have never given. Give a perfect love and you will receive a perfect love. Perfect yourself on this man. Give him a perfect, unselfish love, demanding nothing in return."
Listen, hell no. Hell no. You know why I say hell no? Florence Scovel Shin. Let me tell you why I say hell no. First and foremost, I agree with what she said 100%. But let me say hell no. We live in a damn toxic society. That kind of love she talking about sounds alien. That's like a big bobblehead gray 2-foot being with giant eyes hovering over you, experimenting on you, and you got sleep paralysis. That's how rare that is. Do you understand? That's not happening to everybody. So she explained it so fluidly, just so casually. Love without demand. People can't even wrap their damn minds around that. But that's what real love is. When you're wounded, you got pre-programmed demands. And if you have pre-programmed demands in your spirit, psychologically speaking, psychology, study of the soul, which they later recontextualized to mean study of mental and behavioral patterns, but what it actually means, study of the soul. Those wounds have demands. And if those are demands, your wounds need supply and demand. They go hand in hand. They're mirror images of each other. This is why when people get out there in the goofy sphere, I call it the goofy sphere, because everybody has an opinion. The goofy sphere. I get to say whatever. Oh, I don't believe in relationship as a mirror. I don't believe that you get what you are. But it's interesting that the person you decide to be intimate with mirrors your wounds. They're either feeding your wounds or stealing from your wounds. Either way, it creates trauma bonds. Oh, that's mirror of relationship once again. Oh, you mean a baby is mirroring you? Mirroring its mother? Yeah, the mama starts singing, the baby starts singing. The mama start cooing, the baby start cooing. There are mirror neurons in the brain? Yeah. Oh, I guess if it's happening on the cellular level, it can't be happening in the real world. Isn't the cellular level the real world? Okay, listen, it's too many goofs out there that think they understand the metaphysical and the spiritual sides of it. I'm sorry, you don't. And it's okay that you don't. There are people sent here to teach you. You might not like the method of how it's being shared, but there are people here to teach you. We got callers on the line. I want to get them in, but I'm going to have to get them in after the break, after we come forward. Because I want to say this, the role of authenticity in relationships, one of the key distinctions to make in the context of time and attachment is between authentic love and attachment-based love. Authentic love, as emphasized by thinkers like Iyanla Van Zandt and Amit Goswami, is rooted in mutual respect. Can't get mutual until you get neutral within yourself. You guys remember that, right? Emotional openness and spiritual growth. Attachment, on the other hand, is often transactional, based on a need for validation or control. This transactional nature of attachment leads to a sense of loss when relationships end because they are based on conditional love. Love that is contingent upon certain behaviors or outcomes. Do you understand? Tired of greedy folk. I'm tired of needy and greedy. Y'all want to heal? Then have the courage to do the work that I'm outlining. Have the testicular fortitude or the ovarian fortitude to do the damn work. When I come forward, we're going to the phone lines.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Drinks on me.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Twerking with.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Look at those hips.
Go ahead, be gone with
You
it.
make me smile.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Go ahead, child.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Get your sexy up.
I'm bringing sexy back. The motherfucker don't know how to act. Don't let me make up for the things you like.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. A guardian for former TV talk show host Wendy Williams is filing a complaint against A&E Television Networks. Sabrina Morrissey says Lifetime paid Williams upwards of $82,000 for her story that was the basis for the documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? The complaint filed in New York Supreme Court this week claims the network raked in millions of dollars and took advantage of Williams, who was in a vulnerable state. Williams, who suffers from frontotemporal dementia and primary progressive aphasia, grew up in Ocean Township. A new mural in downtown Macon, Georgia is paying tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. The work, created by artist Kevin Steen Lewis, is painted on the side of a building not far from where the civil rights leader visited less than 2 weeks before he was assassinated. The mural is expected to be completed by the end of this week. The same artist painted a mural in honor of former Georgia Congressman and activist John Lewis and Warner Robins. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your car, home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at KBLA 1580.
Follow the leader.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews,
Follow the leader.
stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs.
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes, why should we be silent? Turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation for KBLA Talk 1580.
October 2nd is California Clean Air Day. It's your chance to ride Metro for free. You'll be helping make the air cleaner and our roads less crowded. Let's clear the air together and make Los Angeles healthier. Check out metro.net for more info.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Tips to help improve your credit score in 2024. Establishing credit is an important key to achieving financial health, but building a credit history from scratch can feel challenging since you need credit to build credit. First, what does it mean to build credit? All consumers have a score between 300 and 850. You want your score to be as high as possible as lenders look at your credit score to make loan and credit decisions. A good credit score shows you have a track record of borrowing money responsibly. Remember, it's never too late to build or rebuild your credit. This segment is sponsored by JP Morgan Chase & Company.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
John B. Bring it on now.
John B's winning.
Let him feel where you come from. Let him feel where you come from. Only the ladies. Only the ladies.
Girl, it's alright, baby.
Are you still there for me now?
'Cause it's there in your eyes, yeah.
Still there for me.
I can see that you want me.
Are you still there for me now?
By the way that you smile.
Yeah, are you still there for me?
Left once again at home. Another night on your own. Ain't no fun in love if you're loving alone. How does it feel to be useless? Oh no.
Tell him.
Can you recall how close we used to be then? Sure, you still remember those feelings again. Seems like every time I see you, there's a tear in your eye. Time to make some decisions or go dying inside.
Tell them all, call me a fool, but I'm stuck. It's a love thing, plus I'm overheating from the rush. I'm tongues touch, kissing, feeling fireworks. Watch the sky. I make you smile, but you rather have what makes you cry. Say goodbye and I leave now. With my heart on my sleeve, memories there.
And that's what we are going to share together in this.
Yes.
There is perception of sorrow.
Of
Sorrow.
Sorrow.
Let's take that. My son, my brother, my father dies. What takes place generally is I escape from it. Because I can't face this sense of tremendous danger, of loneliness, of despair. So I escape. Escape in ideology, in concepts, in dozen ways. Now, to perceive the escape, just to perceive, not check it, not control it, not say I mustn't perceive, just to be aware, choiceless again, to aware that you are escaping.
Wait, pause. I know his accent is heavy, but to be aware of what he said was choiceless perception. So many of us go into the perception, is it good for me? Is it bad for me? Is it going to hurt? Is it going to trigger me? Choiceless perception, man! Bring it. Let's go.
Just to be aware, choiceless again, to aware that you are escaping. Then the escape stops. The momentum of escape is a wastage of energy. You've stopped that energy. Not you have stopped. Perception has ended the wastage. Therefore you have more energy. There is more energy. Then, when there is no escape, then you are faced with the fact of what is. That is, you have lost somebody. Death, loneliness, despair. That is exactly what is. There, again, a perception of what is.
I think I see the direction you're taking. What you want to say is that when I perceive that you are sorrowful, because I don't perceive sorrow, it doesn't exist by itself. So when I perceive that you are sorrowful, what I perceive is that you have been separated. And this is a source of sorrow, because now your father is dead and you are separated. And in perceiving that sorrow is associated with separation, or am I not perceiving that joy is associated with...
No, sir, not yet. The fact is I've lost somebody. That's a fact.
Come on!
Burnt, gone. And it is something gone finally.
Gone finally.
And I am feel tremendously lonely. That's a fact. Lonely, without any sense of relationship, without a sense of any security. I'm completely at the end.
Many people speak of this as saying, I am empty now.
Yeah, empty. There is an awareness of this emptiness, of this loneliness, of this despair. I said, when you don't escape, you conserve the energy. Now, there is this conservation of energy.
When you don't escape, you conserve the energy. Do you know how much energy is wasted on, let me pick it back up with somebody else, seeing that this fell out, seeing that me and this person fell out. Let me just go, the quickest way to get over somebody is get with somebody. Do you see the conservation of spiritual energy, the redirection of it, the transmutation of it, right? You can't do that when you have the mindset of escaping. Let me escape from what I don't want so I can run to what I do want. But there's no way to do that unless you find neutrality within your own spirit. The only way to get to mutuality is through internal neutrality. What does that mean? You got to get right with you. You got to heal whatever ails you psychologically, spiritually. You got to at least get on the journey of that, or you're going to feel like you're lost every single time. We've got callers on the line. Let's go to the person who's been on the longest. Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
Oh, Lord. You better thank a union member.
Yeah. I apologize if I'm going in tonight. I'm sorry. Sometimes I be turned up, man. I don't know if it's the new moon. I don't know what it is. Hey, man, I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes I just be turned up, brother.
Man, we need that. For real, for real. You ain't wasting nobody's time. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. So what are your thoughts?
Really, man, even as you were just speaking just now, what I kept coming back to was that, at the end of the day, the beginning of it all, no one calls your mission complete but you. Like, you the one to say, all right, this didn't work out, or, you know what, I'm going to be butt naked in the desert with the boombox yelling this girl name because I miss her.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
It's all up on you. You feel me? So, like,
right?
Hey, look, man, you the one that got to, how they say, even on the civil tip, you pull yourself by the bootstraps or whatever, like, you the one to make the decision of when they say when to hold them, when to fold them, and all of that. So that part that our big OG Chris DeMarchi was speaking to, like that escapism.
Yeah,
it's like I get where the pain sets in because we want to almost escape from the responsibility or the weight of it all. Because I think once we grow up, we know that it's on us. We don't want to be embarrassed by our next decision.
Right.
But you got to do something.
No, you just said something just so powerful. It just made me think. You remember those kids who thought detention was an escape from the classwork? Do you remember them kids?
It low-key was, because I was one of them kids. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get,
wait a minute.
I'm gonna get in-school suspension.
Right, but detention is not, what are you need to be in class, man. Like, oh, man, finish your thought, brother.
Nah, it ain't no way around it. It's kind of a sidebar, but it might be part of it. I actually got in trouble by feeling like I didn't say, I didn't deserve the supervision that came with house. It was like, put it this way, detention when you don't want to be in school is like house arrest because that's where you're going to be until you got to skip. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot of different. avenues for trouble when you the one making the rules, or when you don't want to follow a set of rules that have been given to you. So it's like, I'm not here to learn. I'm here to be satisfied. By having put importance on the education piece of it, when we put that through line to school and learning about something, like, man, I really don't care about all of that. Like, I'm just here learning my chemical reactions right now. I'm learning. I'm discovering myself. Like, I'm not here to follow anything that I haven't agreed to, I guess, like, unless it's like an elective or something like that. That's the only other thing that comes to my mind. Like,
an elective.
Okay, I would rather go. I would rather get in trouble if they got candy in the principal office. That's what I would do.
Hey, Nazarene X, my nephew, man, you brought ATL in the building. Atlanta, Georgia in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I'm going to Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? Let's get it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Oh, man. Looks like Bobby needs a ride to the airport again.
Grab the keys.
Who's taking Auntie and her friends to the swap meet?
Grab the keys.
How about we drop these boxes off at Miss Johnson?
Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, you're all about getting things done. So do it all in a Chevy SUV. From the versatile Equinox and sporty Blazer to the roomy Traverse, our lineup of SUVs will carry you through every adventure. All you have to do is...
grab the keys?
That's how we do. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR on all 2024 Silverado 1500, Blazer EV, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Colorado models. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment, 12.7%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/24.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just something about you. Way I'm looking at you, whatever. Keep looking at me. Getting scared now. Right? Don't feel me, baby. It's just Justin. Feel good, right? Listen. I kinda noticed something one night in your colorful face.
it's up to me, your face will change. If you smile, then that should set the tone. Just be limber, and if you let go, the music should move your bones. Just remember, sing a song with me. Ain't nobody
Okay, hold on. Hold tight. Wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa, that playlist. John B. Who won that? John B. and Justin? Sheesh. Let me just say this. Y'all don't know, that record sounds familiar. Michael was supposed to sing that. Pharrell and Timberland, they put that first Justin Timberlake album together for Mike. And they tried to get it to Mike. And Mike was like, nah, never mind, I'm cool. He passed on it. Mike Jackson, they did those records for you. Can you imagine Mike singing that record right? Just play a little bit more of it. Just, can you imagine if Mike would have said, okay, brothers.
They say so and so is dating, love you or they're hating, and it doesn't matter anyway, 'cause we're here tonight. If you smile, then that should set the tone.
All right,
just
come
be
on.
limber, baby.
Mike would have killed that. And that would have been his comeback after the Dangerous album. Woo. Yikes. Yeah, Mike would have destroyed that, man. But anyway, let me get my final caller in here. The good brother, my nephew, Kenny from Detroit, Michigan. Kenny, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What up, Zoe? How you doing, bro?
I'm good brother, man. What are your thoughts tonight?
I'm just going to start by saying I'm not trying to be overly intelligent when I speak today.
Why not? Go ahead, brother.
When I say what I say, I just want to speak from my perspective and my wisdom.
Got you.
Right? Okay. In reference to, time and wasted time and these insecure relationships, I first want to just say that we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We wrestle against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's coming from the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we think we're wrestling back and forth with our wives or our girlfriends, boyfriends, or whatever it is, but it's our society. It's that easy bake oven society that we live in. You know what I mean? We want this American dream, but we're unwilling to go through the blood, sweat, and tears that America had to go through to get to where we are today. We want that easy bake oven lifestyle. So we throw around the idea of wrestling with time and wasting time, my fault. When we're just too lazy or impatient to endure what we need to actually receive that success in that relationship, that unconditional love.
Man,
that's all I have to say.
Hey, brother, come on, Kenny. Swing for the fences then, man. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. I'm running to the wall, but it done sailed over the wall, brother. That's what I want to hear, man. I appreciate your call. You brought who in the building?
Detroit.
Detroit in the house. Those are the kind of calls I love. I love the folks, man. Tonight is an interesting topic. Nobody can opt out of relationship curriculum. No one as a human being can opt out of relationship curriculum. Why? Because you're born into a relationship with earth, nature, a relationship with the family you were born to, a relationship with the community you were raised in, a relationship to the state you're from, a relationship to the country you're in. Relationship is ubiquitous. And the bottom line is, relationships are designed to teach you about yourself. The more you learn about yourself, the more you begin to elevate. The less you know about yourself, the more you crave, the more you demand, the more you place blame. But as you climb the escalator, the elevator of spiritual awareness, the more you know about yourself. And you begin to realize that your ego is less of who you are, and your higher self is more of who you are. And your higher self is connected to the source of all that is. It's what Jesus was talking to when he was talking to the personage of Peter. Right? When he was talking to his disciples in general. But Peter, oh ye of little faith, if you could just see that what I am, you are. Why else would I ask you to walk on the water? Come on. Come on out here and walk on the water, Peter. Why else would I ask you to do something that you think only I can do? O ye of little faith, if you could understand that I'm giving you something, not really giving it, I'm giving you an awareness of something that you are unaware of. John chapter 1, verse 5. It is the light that shineth in the darkness, yet the darkness comprehended not. It is the light of man which shineth in the darkness, yet the darkness comprehends it not. Do you understand how important it is for you to overcome your spiritual assignment? God will send you a devil just to remind you that you're an angel. I know you don't. Listen, I know you don't want to hear that. But that's what God does. God will send you a demon to wake up the angel in you. You think it ain't in you. God is, man, y'all don't understand this relationship work. And I'm not speaking dogmatically. I'm not speaking theologically. I'm using terms that people understand. A low vibration will come to you in order to awaken a high vibration. But if the high vibration is sleep, then guess where you are? In a low vibration that is compatible to the one that's coming to you. Listen, I started the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. Tomorrow is my Friday. I'll be back with another slapper. Let's get it.
Are the only one when I'm not around. Do you think of me or what the jealous ones are claiming me to be? You should know by now that it's gonna take a lot of trust from you for us to make it through. You should know, baby, you're my angel. Nothing's gonna make you fall from heaven. Girl, I just wanna love you.